Alright, boys and girls, so finally the tier list for August is made. For information, this tier list is made in constellation 0, that means there's no constellation at all, so to be fair, because some constellation will make the character like super powerful, so that's why we just make a constellation 0 first, so there's no constellation at all. The second thing is, in Genshin, there's no the top, the most craziest character, the most broken character that there's no. Every single character has their own purpose, and in Genshin Impact there is no one character, a god tier character that can destroy the game. Not right now, you never get it unless you get the constellations. That's all. Let's jump to it.
Now you shall perish!
No, but fuck! Alright, so this tier list is also made by doing some analysis and crisis. So we have 5 levels. So the very first level, which is the dash, that is not related. That means that the role is not related to the character, that it is impossible to do it and it's very weird to do it. Number 1 is ill. This means that it definitely sucks in that role. 2 is okay. This means that it's slightly better than ill. And the level 3 is useful, which is you can use this character like a lot of things, and it can make use of other combination. Level 4 is high, which means that the character that give to the team has a lot of benefit and can deal maybe a lot of damage or a lot of buff, or the buff is very good if essential. And level 5 is prime level. Prime level is where that character is beyond, and it can deal a lot of heals, a lot of buff against, and deal a tons of damage. So this is actually a prime level. In buff, which means that I go right here, buff, which means it's increase attack, animated damage bonus, decrease enemy attack, decrease defense, increase animated mastery, and more energy particles. All of this is under category inside buff. This means that this character gives buffs to the team. And mobility means that the character can be used if the mobility is at higher level, which means that you can use this character in more teams and more playstyle and more gameplay to play. Actually, this is my second take because I realized the video is too long, like 20 minutes or 20 minutes plus, so I think it'd be boring if I explain too much. So right now I'll just say a little bit. Very important, especially the 2.0 updates, which the 3 new characters. I think that's enough, as I already explained how I rate, so you should understand all these things in this table. The first character that we're going to see is Yoimiya, one of the kawaii girls in 2.1 in 2.0 update. So Yoimiya is very strong, solid main TPS character, so I rate him as a level 4 main TPS, and she can do quite well as sub TPS. As got her ulti, there's a slightly buff and slightly some kind of fire element, like a little bit of explosion like that for Yoimiya, and I think Yoimiya deserves in this level. And so far I didn't see any Yoimiya has any heal or any buff for the team, and I think Yoimiya is should in mobility level 2, and so you can't play mobility, you can't play Yoimiya in most of the team. You can play Yoimiya with Beidou and maybe Xingqiu, or you can play together Yoimiya with Ayaka, maybe Yoimiya with Tataglia. I guess that's quite possible. I think Yoimiya should be more. It can potentially maybe has more team to play, so let's put level 3 over here. Next we have the elegant character Ayaka. So Ayaka also same, she's also one of the solid characters, so I rate her as level 4, and level 4 is the sub main TPS and sub DPS. Like, she can do very well as a main TPS with her auto attack, and her charge attack is just so cool, and it looks very good, and it deals good damage, quite high damage also. And she also can quite deal in sub DPS if you just pop out her E and just her ulti. Well, there's a heal a lot of damage. But she doesn't provide any shield or any heals, and don't provide any buff so far right now. And the buff is only for herself, so it doesn't consider as a buff for the team. And her mobility is quite high, as you can use her E and ulti to do many combos and deal many hits to enemies, and there's a lot of numbers. Next we have Sayu. So Sayu is the main DPS character. Now I don't think so, but she can be very good at DPS, so I just put at level 3 because I haven't really experienced the fun and the power of Sayu, so I just put at level 3. But I know that Sayu can heal very well in her ulti, so I put at level 4 over there, as she heals a lot. And I'm not sure that there's any buff, so I don't think there's any buff for Sayu unless you get some constellations. And the mobility for Sayu, I just put level 3 so far right now. If Sayu can be better than, if Sayu is just, the level of Sayu is like almost like Jin or like Bennett, maybe I'll just put her mobility to level 5. Alright, so the special case for the Traveler is Electro version. So Electro version, we have the main DPS sub DPS. So the Traveler in Electro version is way more better than Joe and Anemo. That's obviously, but Joe has his potential. If you're facing quick with problem, then you can use Joe Traveler, and this will come with different builds and everything. But I think you can use Emblem set for Joe Traveler. That's quite possible. So Electro Traveler, you can be a mid DPS, but it's not really that good. So it can be a sub DPS due to his E skill, and his ulti is almost works like Xingqiu, and it's very powerful as it can do a lot of energy recharge. I mean a lot of energy particles, and you can get your ulti as fast as possible. So this is very good too. So I think mobility, like he or she, this main character deserve a level 4 mobility. So he get a buff a lot in 2.0 update. Alright, next I'm going to mention a bit for the Archons. So right now we have 2 Archons, is Anemo and Geo Archons. So we got Venti and Zhongli. Zhongli is one of the strongest overall characters. As you can see that the whole level for him is almost a prime level. So I think Zhongli is one of the the strong characters that if you have, then you are good to go in most of the content. But if you don't have, then maybe you could just save it for maybe runs, or you can save it for another character that might be similar as Zhongli. But Zhongli is really strong because his shield, his buff, and his ulti is very hard. Venti also another strong character to do his ulti can do a lot of damage, as if you don't have any anymore besides just only Venti, and I think it's good. Like Venti also and both of them is a strong Archon, but I think Venti is very good in Azuma, as I explained in my video, but he's still very good in most of the content. So we know that we're going to get the Rider Shogun or Baal in 2.1, so I guess Baal will be strong as Zhongli. I hope so, because I really want the Electro Archon so much. Alright, I think that's all for my video. So if you like this video, please drop a like and subscribe my channel if you want to follow out most of my content. And my name is Ringuardian, and see you in the next video. Alright, before I say that, this Tierlist, if you don't understand, you can join my Discord. The link is at the bottom. You can just join there, and I'll be there to answer some of your questions. Okay, goodbye.